Hey, Derek Upstone here, and I am back with more free plays for Saturday, November the 8th, and we're ready to go. Don't know the results because I'm doing this on Friday night. Don't know the results from Friday, so I can't tell you that. But I can tell you for VegasProInsidersDaily.com members, they went 7-0 on Thursday. So you can be part of the action by signing up and becoming a member today. That's VegasProInsidersDaily.com. Just go to that website. You can sign up right there. It's $99.99 for one whole month. 30 days of great picks for that price, just a little over $3 a day. Going to have a big weekend here. Sean Higgs has been tearing it up. Okay, I've had my moments. Okay, I had a great stretch. Hasn't done quite as well lately, but starting to turn around 3-1 the last couple of days. So we'll look to continue that streak and get it going. All right. So make sure that you get signed up. And if you do sign up this weekend, I'll give you a $25 rebate for your first month. Okay, so great deal on that front. So we got a lot of action coming your way, like I said, in terms of football. Well, there's a lot, all the sports are going on. I'm sure myself and Sean will also have some other plays in there, and as will the West Coast Wise guys. So, like I say, become a member today. Get yourself taken care of that way. Let's get to the tip of the day, and we'll do that first of all. And we're looking to bet against home underdogs of 10.5 to 21 points, like Marshall and Penn State, after allowing 37 or more points in their last game against an opponent who is off two straight wins by 28 or more points. Teams like Marshall and Penn State in this precise spot are 4-24 against the spread. So there is your tip of the day. You know the drill on the rest of the stuff. I want you to sign up to enjoy the free picks here. So subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button if you like what you do here. And then along with that, leave your comments, whether they be about something related to, just picks or some other thoughts on games that you have. Anything like that will work, okay, on this one. So free play that we're going to talk about is Notre Dame and the Navy. And for those that don't know, I am a Notre Dame fan. I think enough of you know that. I've worn different apparel from Notre Dame, not just ASU hats, but got one in my closet. Anyways, so the reason that they play every year is that Notre Dame during World War II almost had to close the school because they had so many people, so many young men that went to the war. And so what happened is the Navy stepped in to help the university fulfill their need for what they had for the population of the school, got through it. And so Notre Dame is eternally grateful forever and ever. At least that's what it's been. And so what they do is they play them every year, and that's why they play them every year. So people have complained. I've heard countless complaints. Why does Notre Dame play every year? Well, that's exactly why that they do. And the other thing that comes into play here is that part of the aspect of it is that Notre Dame against Navy, they talk zero trash talk by design against the Navy. So little information for you on that one. So Navy suffered their first defeat of the season last year against North Texas. Was having a really good year, and they still are having a really good year. They could still win their conference. Notre Dame was flat against Boston College, didn't show a lot of energy, but yet they still went from 24 to 26.5 point home favorites against the Navy. Now, midshipmen are number one in rushing. That's not new. They annually are among the top ones. And so they, use the clock a lot, run the ball a lot, limit the possessions of the game. Navy is 7-3 at South Bend the last 2 decades. Now in this one, so why did the line go up? Well, my guess is because Notre Dame is number 25 in passing the ball in the country. Navy is 111 against the pass. So that could lead to some big plays. And I think some bettors definitely think that there's some big plays ready to be had, possibly by Notre Dame against the Navy. So that's why the line moved. Well, as the week went along, the line went even further north. It's now up to 27.5. But in this one, I think Notre Dame, I'm not saying they're looking ahead because coming off a flat performance, but the Navy is always a difficult team to play because they literally do play 60 minutes. You heard the Scott Van Pelt stuff. They do play 60 minutes. I think Notre Dame has a bigger game next week at Pittsburgh. So I think they'll have their attention, but I'm not sure it'll be their full attention. So I think Notre Dame ends up winning in the low 20s on this one. But what will happen here, I got to get to it. There we go. I'm going to take the Navy plus the 27.5 points to cover. for this particular game. So again, I told you what you can do with VegasProInsidersDaily.com. Get yourself lined up. The other thing you can do, if you so choose, you can sign up for $5. You get 5 days of action. You get the entire newsletter, 5 days for $5. And you can then possibly, if you want, you can convert it and become a member. This past week, I have had more conversions at any point since I restarted this. And it's because of those people that are now serious about wanting to win. And so they're willing to pay the $5, and then they're seeing what the benefit is, and then they end up joining. Okay. West Coast Wise Guys play for today. One of the teams that I mentioned in the play of the day, which would be James Madison against Marshall. So that's the free play from the West Coast Wise Guys right there. So that's what I have for you on a Saturday. There's still more videos coming your way, so make sure that you stick around and check out. I have a bunch more this weekend, total of 4 in all, 2 college and 2 pro. So make sure you check that out. Again, VegasProInsidersDaily.com is the place to be, and that's who is the sponsor of this show. So I'll be back with more free plays. Have yourself a great weekend. Hope it's super profitable. I expect to be super profitable this weekend myself. And let's get it done. Until next time, I'm out.